Hey there, this is Michelle, and I am coming to you now from my La Casa, whatever you want to call it, for day two whew, of my new Leader to One personal project. And I'm kind of like stoked and all kind of mixed up stuff because I didn't expect the response. We've already got like people in the group, and you guys are already starting to talk about stuff, and it's really helping me. I don't know what was going on, but last night, well, I do know. I was up working and I was waiting on something to go live, and it didn't go live. I finally found myself bobbing and weaving at my desk, and it was 5 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't really get a lot of good sleep, and thus my intended schedule for today was totally thrown off. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. So anyway, today is number 2 on my project for Leader of One. And what the premise is I am endeavoring to use this month, the month of December, to be able to recalibrate myself for not just success, because it's more than a success. But I'm endeavoring to reboot and get myself ready to rejuvenate as I go into the new year. See, for me, the new year always brings more stuff with it because it's also my birthday month. And so I am like really aware that this is a new year for me because I symbolically and literally turn another year older that I've been on the earth. And so, time waits for no one. It seems like the longer we've been on earth, the faster the days come. And so I used to take like a week or a couple of days around the holiday at the end of the month to start doing this stuff. But honey, now I need a whole month. And because of that, I'm inviting people to come with me. Now I'm going to post the link to the group again, but what I'm doing is there are some things that I normally go through to try to take a general accounting of where I am. And I've already done that part. So I looked at year over year. So I looked at what I did in 2016 and what I did in this year. And I found that, yeah, I accomplished some stuff, but I could have done more quality stuff. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? I could have done more quality stuff. And the sad thing is I knew how to do it. I just didn't do it because I kind of let time slip away. And so because of that, I am acting with continuing in my intuitive living lifestyle. I'm redeeming the time and understanding that the true value is not on money. It is on time, because that is the one thing that we all get. But once you've used it, you can't stock it up. You can't get it back. Well, not now, at least. And so that is the true value. And so I'm redeeming the time and making sure that for each moment that I'm around, I am making the best of it so that I can have quality and quantity of life that I desire. And that's the wonderful thing. And I know it's probably something that we say so cavalier being in our society, and I'm very grateful where I live and the liberties and opportunities I have to be able to do this. And I'm going to also say I'm very thankful that I'm aware to be able to do this. Some people always say, oh, be woke and all this stuff. And I don't even think they really realize what that means to be awakened and awoke. So anyway, today is day number 2 of my endeavors. And I was thinking about what I needed to do. And so I've decided to kind of like break my personal leader of one, because I'm going to be a leader of me, myself, and I. I am a solopreneur, meaning I work for myself. The only income comes into this house is through my company and through my efforts, and through, patrons and all of this other stuff. But it's basically through this funnel and the blessings of, all benevolent factors. Thank you very much. And so because of that, I have to be more on it to not let time slip away. So right now I'm at 4 different things that I'm doing. And like this I'm saying first week, it may take more, but this first week I'm really honing in on getting clear. And so yesterday in the group, I just put out a little post, for people to start thinking about brain dumping what they wanted and what they don't want. Now, one of the biggest things or hacks that I use is when I'm in times like this, when I'm strategically looking and trying to identify wisdoms and implementations and shortcuts or whatever it is to gainfully get me what I want, I start whittling down by first starting with what I don't want, because that's real easy. That's usually attached to some kind of strong emotion. And if you're tired or something, if there's something that I'm not there anymore, or people, or, locations, job, whatever it may be. That's the stuff that needs to go on your list, what you don't want. That's an easy place to start with. And with that, once you get all that brain dump out, this is what I want you to then do. So the first thing is, and I know I'm probably talking all over the place. I probably should have written this down, but brain dump everything you want, everything you don't want. Once you look at what you don't want, usually it's going to come through as kind of like looks like something's in my eye. It's going to come through like a big theme to almost tell you what season or theme or concentration or, that you either are moving out of or that you're moving into. There are some things that just won't work for you anymore. There are some things that can't remain status quo. And those things come about when you start looking at what you don't want. So I was doing that last night. And today I knew that I was going to start working on, once I had my brain dump out of what I want and what I don't want, and the areas that are really causing me that naggingness in the back of my mind that either I want to get it done or I want to stop doing this or I want to start something else. Once I got all that out yesterday, today I've been focused on, in a meditative kind of stance, of simplifying it. Now, this is the part I'm talking about. So the first week is all about clarification for me. The step within clarification, once I start brain dumping everything out, is now simplification. So if you're following along with me today, tomorrow, whatever, I want you to, if you haven't already, do the exercise, brain dump, write, get a piece of paper. Don't try to type it out. Don't just write it out, draw it out, whatever you have to do to get every and anything that comes up. I mean, even if it comes up that you need to contact a relative that you haven't talked to for a while, or check on a friend, or whatever, or mail somebody something that you've been needing to mail. Write all of that down. Get it out your head. Because once it's on paper where you can touch it, scratch through it, make notes and all those kind of things, what I want you to do is move into where we are now, and that is I want you to start simplifying. Now, simplifying does not mean cutting out everything. Simplifying in this regard, we are going to get to that, but simplifying, this first part of simplifying is going to be simply being able to communicate to you what's going on. One of the things that I have found when I tend to waste time and not be very effective and efficient in the use of that precious time is that my message to me on what I was doing, why I was doing it, and how I was going to get it done was either muddled or not concrete. It's kind of like, that saying, what gets scheduled gets done. What gets simplifies gets enacted, gets implemented. So we're going to start now. So day 2, after you've done your brain dump, decided what you don't want, what you do want, got it all out on the paper, we're starting to whittle down by simplification. And simplification, the first part is not eliminating stuff. The first part is being able to tell yourself a simple story or task, or a simple why and what of what you want. Because all of that stuff that was rumbling around in your brain is making it where your efforts are getting diluted. My efforts are getting diluted. I really hope this makes sense to you guys. And so for me, I've been meditating on this today. It looks like I'm going to be probably going into tomorrow because I want to kind of sleep on it because some of the things that I thought I needed to work on first and foremost for priority's sake, I can't really effectively do until there's some other things that I have gotten off my plate. And I'll be honest with you, like for instance, last night I was cleaning in my kitchen and I have this, don't judge me, but I've got this pile of clothes in the laundry room that I need to fold. I just need to fold them. And I have learned that by doing this exercise in the back of my mind, they've been taking energy away from me because it won't go. You need that order. You need to get through there. And that has been the bait that it's time for me to switch out clothes from the summer to the winter, things like that. And so I know what that's about. It's not just the clothes that need to be folded up and put away for the winter. It's that I need to switch out so that I can be more effective and efficient, to be able to do the big things that I need to do. But I wouldn't have seen that unless I had started doing that brain dump and saying stuff that I don't want to happen. Like, I don't want that to be niggling in the back of my mind anymore. That was one of the things that came out. And now I'm able to look at it and say, you know what? 30 minutes and this can be done. An hour in the closet, it can be done to switch out. It doesn't take that long, but yet it's been nagging you for weeks. So different little things like that I'm talking about. And so this is getting long. I don't want these to be long, but if you are joining me, go into the groups. That's facebook.com/groups/leader of one, and go in there, join us. If you're already in there, go in there and post, and let's be accountable to each other and let's get this done. So this is day number 2. And so yesterday we started doing things like brain dumping to get all the crap out of our heads to see what we want to tackle. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you really did the exercise right, the stuff that you think you want to do, you may not be able to do them just yet because there are things standing in the way of you having the freedom and the mental capacity and emotional bandwidth to deal with them. So that's what I'm going to say. Do that exercise. Do the brain dump. Identify what you don't want. Identify what you do want. And then once you've done that, join us in today where we start simplifying. We're not simplifying by eliminating stuff. We're simplifying by starting to make a simple story of what we want and how we're going to get it. And by starting to simplify it so it makes sense to ourselves, where it's not convoluted, complicated, it's not a whole bunch of stuff you got to do, you're going to start getting a sense of wisdom of what really is priority. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you do this right, your priorities are not going to be what you think they are. They're going to be necessary stuff that needs to get out of the way that you can quickly take care of so that you can whittle down and start to focus more of your energy on getting this big stuff done. All right. So I hope that's been helpful. If you in the group, post. I'm going to post in the room what I'm doing today, and you guys let me know what you're doing today. And thank you so much. And I'm really excited because think of where we're going to be January 1st. If you just do stuff daily, where you're going to be. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow. And if you're in the Leader of One pop-up group, I'll see you in there now. Okay. Thanks. Bye.